The morning started like any other on Earth. Children ran to school, planes filled the skies, and cities hummed with life. In the calmness of orbit, humanity's satellites moved silently, scanning the cosmos as they always had. But on this ordinary day, something extraordinary and terrifying happened. At first, it was just a flicker on the sensors of the Deep Space Observation Center. A small anomaly appeared at the edge of the solar system. Analysts stared at their screens, squinting at the numbers, thinking it was a glitch. But then the anomaly grew larger and larger. Within minutes, satellites reported something impossible. Hundreds of massive objects, moving with perfect formation, appeared from nowhere. The AI systems tried to identify them. They weren't asteroids, they weren't natural phenomena, and they certainly weren't human-made. "Sir, you need to see this," a junior analyst whispered, pointing to the radar display. On the screen, a formation of exactly 786 warships was moving toward Earth. They were huge, hundreds of kilometers long each, and glinting under the distant sunlight like shards of metal. The room fell silent. No one spoke. The entire planet's first line of defense, its eyes in the sky, was reporting something humanity had only imagined in nightmares. "Notify the UN. Alert every nation," the center director finally said, voice shaking. "This is unprecedented." Within hours, news outlets across the world picked up the story. Social media exploded with rumors and videos of satellite feeds showing dark shapes encircling Earth. Panic spread faster than wildfire. Governments called emergency meetings. Citizens feared the worst. In New York, London, Beijing, and Moscow, leaders stared at giant holographic maps in panic. 786 alien warships. No one had ever seen numbers like this in human history. How many of our ships could even engage them? One military advisor asked. "Not enough," said the general. "Not even close. Their fleet dwarfs ours. If they attack, humanity could be wiped out in hours." The tension in the room was unbearable, yet amidst the fear there was a flicker of hope. One of the lead scientists, Dr. Emilia Kwan, cleared her throat. "We don't know why they are here yet. That may give us a chance. They might not attack immediately, but they outnumber us," another voice said. "They control the sky. There's no time to negotiate. How do we survive this?" Outside the councils and emergency centers, people were already reacting. Cities prepared for chaos. Some stocked supplies, others evacuated coastal areas, fearing an attack. The media warned of the possibility of war. But nobody knew the enemy, what they wanted, or how advanced their technology truly was. Back in orbit, the alien fleet moved with deadly precision. Their formation encircled Earth completely, cutting off escape routes. Their ships were unlike anything humans had ever seen. Sleek, black, and immense, they glimmered with unknown energy fields. Some ships seemed to be almost alive, shifting shape as they maneuvered. Every radar pulse and satellite signal showed only a single truth: Earth was trapped. Yet the aliens didn't attack immediately. There was no first strike. They simply hovered, a silent warning to the world below. Their mere presence created storms, disrupted communications, and even affected weather patterns. Humanity realized quickly that these warships were not just massive, they were powerful. They had arrived to intimidate, to paralyze, and to control. In the government's war rooms, discussions became frantic. The United Nations called an emergency session. Leaders from every nation argued over strategy. Some advocated surrender, hoping to save humanity by appeasing these unknown forces. Others demanded a counterstrike, insisting that if humans did not fight, the galaxy would see Earth as weak. Meanwhile, scientists worked feverishly to analyze the alien fleet. Every day brought new questions. How did they arrive so suddenly? Where did they come from? Why exactly 786 ships? And most importantly, what did they want from humanity? Dr. Kwan and her team of astrophysicists discovered something even stranger. The alien ships emitted a low-frequency pulse. It wasn't communication in any language humans knew. It was something different, almost a signal. But it didn't target a nation or a city. It seemed to scan the entire planet, as if evaluating its inhabitants, whatever they're doing. "They're learning about us," Dr. Kwan said, her voice tense. "And that is dangerous." While the scientists debated, humanity's military began preparing defenses. Nations deployed their fleets, satellites, and orbital weapons in preparation for a possible strike. Yet even as they trained, a sense of futility lingered. Against 786 alien warships, humanity's largest fleets seemed like a small pond facing a tidal wave. But unknown to the aliens, humanity had secrets of its own. Hidden deep within underground bunkers, remote orbital stations, and secret naval bases, humanity had quietly developed technology the galaxy had never seen. Advanced stealth ships, orbital railguns, energy shields, and AI-driven fleets lay dormant, waiting for the signal to awaken. At first, these weapons were designed as experiments, far from the eyes of the world. Only a few top generals and scientists knew of their existence. The aliens had assumed that humanity was primitive, weak, and predictable. They had not accounted for humans' ingenuity, resilience, or willingness to fight against impossible odds. As the day wore on, news of the alien fleet spread like wildfire. Crowds gathered in city squares, staring at the skies. Families clutched each other in fear. Governments issued calm statements, but the world knew the truth. Earth was surrounded. From space, the alien fleet seemed almost indifferent to the chaos below. Their ships moved with grace, forming perfect geometric patterns, orbiting Earth as if conducting a cosmic ritual. Some observers on the ground speculated they were waiting for a signal or studying human behavior. Others feared the calm before annihilation. In one command center, Dr. Kwan stared at the largest holographic display of the alien fleet. "They don't know what we are capable of," she murmured, "and they will learn. Soon." The first night, under the shadow of the alien fleet, was unbearable. Cities went dark as people feared blackouts or attacks. Governments enforced curfews, but panic spread like a virus. In some places, looters and desperate citizens clashed with authorities. But above all, the world looked up at the sky and saw something terrifying, a silence filled with unimaginable power, hovering just beyond reach. And yet, amidst the fear, humanity quietly prepared. Deep in underground bunkers, engineers ran simulations. Pilots trained in zero-gravity simulators, AI operators tested secret protocols. All over the planet, a single thought spread silently among humans: we will not go quietly. By dawn, the alien fleet had established a perfect orbital blockade. Earth was encircled, cut off from the rest of the solar system. Humanity had no allies nearby, no reinforcements from other stars. Yet humans were not panicking. They were calculating, planning, and preparing for a response the galaxy had never expected. High above the planet, the alien warships shimmered under the sun. Sensors scanned every city, every military base, every secret installation. The aliens assumed that humanity was trapped, weak, and predictable. They did not know the humans had been preparing for centuries. They did not know that even as fear gripped the world, humanity's most dangerous weapons slept quietly, ready to awaken at the right moment. And somewhere, in the heart of Earth's command, a single order was prepared. When given, it would send a message to the galaxy: do not underestimate humanity. The day ended with humanity holding its breath. The alien fleet had not fired a single shot, yet the tension in every city, every home, every government, and every heart on Earth was unbearable. Every human knew the truth. The war had not yet begun, but the stage for the most shocking event in the galaxy had already been set. And as night fell, satellites recorded one final anomaly. A faint glow on one of the alien ships pulsed rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat. Scientists debated its meaning. Was it a warning, a countdown, or something else entirely? One thing was certain: humanity's response, whatever it would be, had to be ready, and the galaxy would soon witness something it would never forget. The sky over Earth remained filled with shadows. The 786 alien warships had settled into a imperfect formation around the planet. Their presence created tension unlike anything humanity had experienced before. Yet, there was still no attack, only silence and a message. It arrived without warning. A pulse of light and energy rippled through space. Satellites trembled as the signal hit, shaking systems designed to withstand cosmic radiation. Then the first human translation came. It wasn't a message in any language humans knew. It was a sequence of pulses, a rhythm, a strange pattern. In the repeated over and over, experts were baffled. Dr. Emilia Kwan, one of Earth's leading astrophysicists, stared at the screen, wide-eyed. "It's communication," she whispered, "but not words. It's some kind of data, or maybe a test." Governments scrambled to respond. Military councils debated whether to reply immediately or wait for further messages. The pressure was enormous. Every moment counted. Every second could determine whether humanity survived. Meanwhile, the aliens remained perfectly still in their orbit, as if watching Earth like a predator observing its prey. Humanity had never felt so small. Every eye on the planet was trained toward the skies, waiting for a sign of what would happen next. Dr. Kwan and her team worked around the clock. Every scientist, mathematician, linguist, and AI specialist was brought in. They tried to decipher the alien pulses. They analyzed patterns, frequency changes, and the faintest echoes hidden in the signals. Hours passed. Tension built. Panic crept into the streets of cities around the world. Then something strange happened. One of the younger scientists, a prodigy named Alex Romero, noticed a pattern. "These pulses, they're scanning us," he said. "They're measuring something, our population density, energy consumption, even the electrical grids. They aren't just speaking, they're studying us." Dr. Kwan's eyes widened. "You mean they're analyzing humanity before deciding what to do?" "Yes," Alex said, "and they've done this almost instantly across every city on Earth. They're fast, too fast." The message pulses continued, growing in intensity. And then, for the first time, a part of the signal seemed like a threat. A low-frequency wave shook the oceans, rattling ships and submarines. Communications were temporarily jammed in some regions. Human satellites recorded strange energy discharges from the alien ships. Panic spread like wildfire. Social media erupted with speculation. Some called it the beginning of war. Others predicted humanity's annihilation. The world was paralyzed, waiting for the first move. In the war rooms of major nations, leaders argued, "We can't respond with weapons," said a general in Moscow. "Their technology is far beyond ours. Any strike now will be suicide." "Then what do we do?" asked a diplomat from the UN. "We can't surrender. They could wipe out billions," Dr. Kwan interjected. "We wait, but we prepare, and we study their signals. There is intelligence in the pulses. They are not mindless machines. They are calculating, analyzing, and observing, and if we can understand the pattern, we might have a chance." Meanwhile, the aliens were not silent observers. They began sending multiple data streams simultaneously. Some pulses targeted military installations. Others moved toward cities, almost as if assessing human emotions, fear and panic. Humanity realized they had underestimated the aliens' intelligence. These were not just warships. They were advanced entities capable of calculating, predicting, and analyzing faster than any human mind. Amid the tension, secret conversations occurred in hidden command centers. A plan began to form, one that would shock the galaxy. Humanity had technology the aliens did not expect. For centuries, certain weapons had been hidden from the world, awaiting the moment when humanity would need them most. "We have to be smart," Dr. Kwan said in one briefing. "We cannot just fire blindly. Every move will be observed. Every weakness will be found." The first night of the alien signals was long and tense. Citizens across Earth went to bed with the fear that war could begin at any moment. Yet hidden in the darkness, humanity quietly prepared its response. Satellites recorded strange changes in the alien formation. Ships shifted slightly, as if signaling each other. Analysts debated whether it was coordination or intimidation. Either way, humanity had a fleeting window to act. And then the aliens did something unexpected. A single beam of light extended from the largest warship toward Earth's surface. It didn't strike anything. It hovered over a remote desert, scanning, pulsing, and analyzing. Scientists confirmed the energy was lethal, but harmless. "Now, this is a warning," said General Kurov, speaking to the UN Security Council. "They want us to know they could destroy us instantly, and they are giving us a chance to comply." But humanity did not comply. Humans were resilient, ingenious, and unyielding. The alien messages had underestimated one thing: the human will to survive. Deep underground, engineers activated silent fleets of stealth ships. Hidden orbital weapons hummed with energy, waiting for the signal to awaken. AI systems ran simulations, testing strategies no alien commander could predict. Humanity had been preparing for centuries without the galaxy's knowledge. As the night progressed, the alien pulses intensified. They were learning, predicting, analyzing. Every attempt by humanity to respond was observed, measured, and recorded. And then, a breakthrough. Alex Romero noticed a subtle flaw in the alien pattern. A brief pause in the signals that repeated every 47 seconds. "It's a window," he said. "We can move undetected if we time it right." Dr. Kwan realized the significance immediately. "We can test our hidden systems, just a small probe. If it works, we may gain the upper hand in this observation game." The probe was launched silently, slipping through the alien sensors during the brief pause. It sent back images of the alien ships, staggering in scale, beauty, and menace. The alien commanders did not notice it. Humanity had found the first crack in their surveillance. It was a small victory, but significant. Humans realized that despite being surrounded, they could still act. And the galaxy, watching silently, would never expect what came next. As dawn broke across the planet, Earth remained encircled. The alien fleet hovered silently, waiting for a sign. Humanity had responded, not with fire, but with observation, calculation, and careful planning. The tension was unbearable, but for the first time, hope flickered in human hearts, and somewhere, in the shadows of secret command centers, plans were being drawn that would change the galaxy forever. Humanity's response, when it came, would shock every alien commander. The message from the void had been received. Humanity had listened. And now, humanity was ready to act. The world had not slept. From the moment the alien warships appeared, every nation had been on edge. Streets were quieter than usual. Skies were watched by satellites and radar systems, and every government office ran on emergency protocols. Inside the United Nations emergency chamber, tension was unbearable. Leaders from every nation sat around a massive circular table, their faces pale and drawn. Maps of Earth glowed holographically above the table, showing the positions of the 786 alien warships perfectly encircling the planet. "Look at them," whispered a junior diplomat. "They are everywhere. Every ocean, every continent. Nothing is left unguarded." The room fell silent. No one dared speak for a moment. Then Secretary General Alvarez stood and addressed the council. "We are outnumbered. Our fleets are tiny compared to theirs. Our weapons are primitive against ships of this scale. Humanity faces its greatest crisis, and we must decide what to do next. A general from Europe slammed his hand on the table. We can't just sit here and wait. We must strike before they analyze us completely. A military leader from Asia shook his head. Strike? Do you realize what you're suggesting? One wrong move and billions die in hours. They are beyond our technology, beyond our understanding. We are nothing to them if they choose to attack. Panic seeped into the room like smoke. Leaders argued about surrender, negotiation, or preemptive strikes. No plan seemed safe. Every choice carried the weight of possible extinction. Then Dr. Amelia Kwan spoke. Her voice, calm yet firm, cut through the tension. You are looking at this all wrong. Yes, they outnumber us. Yes, they are powerful, but they are not omniscient. They are calculating, observing, learning. If we can understand what they are doing, we can gain an advantage. Advantage? Barked a military advisor. We are surrounded. Our cities are under observation. Our fleets are minuscule. What advantage? Tell me, Dr. Kwan, what advantage do we have against 786 alien warships? Dr. Kwan turned to the holographic display. A small probe orbited undetected near the alien fleet. This, she said, pointing to the probe's live feed. We found a small flaw in their surveillance system. They are not perfect. Every system has a weakness, and we can exploit it. Some leaders leaned forward, curiosity replacing fear for a brief moment. Explain, demanded Secretary General Alvarez. The aliens are scanning our planet, studying us, Dr. Kwan said. They think they understand our military, our cities, our people, but they cannot predict everything. Our hidden fleets, secret weapons, and strategic simulations, they don't know about these. They believe we are weak, predictable, and small. They are wrong. A murmur ran through the room. For the first time, there was hope, but it was fragile, like a candle, flickering in a storm. Meanwhile, outside the chamber, global panic continued. Citizens watched the skies, afraid of a sudden attack. Social media erupted with rumors. Some claimed the aliens had already begun abducting humans. Others said they were observing silently, waiting for the perfect moment. Governments tried to calm the public, but the aliens' presence made fear unavoidable. Entire cities were in lockdown. Military installations ran drills non-stop. Civilians stocked supplies, evacuated coastal regions, and prayed. The world's population had never felt so vulnerable or so alive. Inside the chamber, arguments turned heated again. "We must surrender," shouted one leader. "It's the only way to save lives." Another slammed his fist. "Surrender? We are not prey. Humanity will not beg for mercy." Dr. Kwan raised her hand. "Listen to me. Surrender will not guarantee survival. They do not negotiate like humans. And attacking blindly will guarantee death. We must plan, wait, learn, prepare." Then a sudden alert flashed across the holographic display. The aliens had shifted their formation slightly, sending pulses of energy toward key global military installations. Scientists confirmed that the energy was non-lethal for now, but it was a warning. They were observing reactions. They were testing humanity's nerves. The room froze. Every leader realized the truth. The aliens were not impulsive. They were calculating. Every panic move, every reaction was being recorded, measured, and used against humanity. Dr. Kwan's eyes met Alvarez's. They are studying fear, doubt, and decision-making. And if we show weakness, they will exploit it. But if we remain calm, clever, and unified, we might survive. And maybe, just maybe, we can turn this around. The council knew she was right. But fear lingered, like a shadow. For centuries, humans had never faced such an overwhelming force. The aliens' intelligence, their size, their precision, and their patience, it was terrifying. Outside the chamber, the world waited. News broadcasts showed alien ships hovering silently over every ocean and major city. Every move, every decision of humanity was being monitored. Yet unknown to the aliens, humanity had secrets. Deep underground bunkers, hidden orbital stations, and secret naval bases held weapons the galaxy had never seen. The aliens assumed humanity was small, weak, and predictable. They were about to learn a very different truth. In the shadows, a secret command center prepared for action. Engineers ran final checks on stealth ships, orbital railguns, and AI-controlled drones. Every weapon system hummed quietly, waiting for activation. Humanity's hidden fleets slept like tigers, ready to pounce. The Council's fear had shifted, from panic to determination, with a hint of hope. For the first time, leaders realized that survival might depend not just on numbers, but on ingenuity, courage, and the willingness to take calculated risks. That night, as the world held its breath, a single thought spread among the humans in the chamber. We may be outnumbered, but we are not outsmarted. And somewhere in orbit, the aliens watched. Their pulses continued, their analysis relentless. But they did not yet realize that humanity had begun to fight, not with weapons fired, but with minds sharper than any alien algorithm. The Council's fear was real, but it was now tempered with a dangerous truth. Humanity had secrets, and the galaxy would soon witness the moment those secrets were revealed. The sun rose over a tense Earth, casting long shadows across cities that trembled under the watchful presence of 786 alien warships. Yet amid the fear, a quiet determination ran through humanity's secret command centers. The world's leaders knew that brute force alone could not save Earth. Survival required cunning, strategy, and secrets that had been hidden from the galaxy for decades. Deep beneath the surface, in an underground facility carved into the bedrock of a remote mountain, a massive chamber hummed with energy. Engineers and scientists worked frantically, their faces illuminated by the glow of control panels. Massive doors slowly opened, revealing the fleet of stealth warships humanity had developed in secret. Sleek, black, and unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen, these ships rested silently, waiting to be awakened. Dr. Emilia Kwan stood on the observation deck, her eyes scanning the displays. "It's time," she said, her voice firm but calm. "They think we are weak. They think they have the advantage. They are about to learn how wrong they are." In orbit, the aliens remained poised. Their ships glimmered under the sunlight, scanning Earth with precision instruments. Every city, every fleet, every hidden installation was observed. But what the aliens did not know was that humanity's secret weapons were about to awaken. A fleet of stealth ships capable of moving faster than light, shielded by energy fields that made detection nearly impossible. The first ships activated. Lights along their hulls blinked to life, casting a faint glow in the chamber. Engineers monitored every system, ensuring propulsion, shields, and AI controls were ready. Outside, satellites detected unusual energy signatures, but the aliens' scans could not determine their source. Humanity's first advantage lay in stealth, and it was absolute. At the same time, orbital railguns and energy cannons across the planet prepared for deployment. Each weapon was pre-programmed with precise coordinates and synchronized timing. Their targets were the alien warships' weak points, identified through the probes and signal analysis from Part 2. Humanity had studied them, learned from their patterns, and now knew where to strike first. "Commence activation," Dr. Kwan ordered. The command echoed through the control center. Silence fell, except for the hum of machinery. One by one, the stealth ships rose from their docking bays, their engines glowing faintly as they slipped into the sky. They moved without sound, undetectable to radar, invisible to alien sensors. Humanity's fleets in orbit also began subtle maneuvers. Small, unmanned drones darted between the warships, testing reactions, mapping defensive formations, and gathering critical data. The aliens noticed slight disturbances but could not trace them back to their source. Panic, small at first, began to ripple through the alien commanders. Something unusual was happening. Meanwhile, on the surface, emergency response teams coordinated with military bases to protect population centers. Despite the terror above, humanity maintained order. Fear had not broken them. Instead, it fueled their ingenuity. Dr. Kwan watched the live feed from the stealth fleet. The ships glided past massive alien cruisers, silent and unseen. Cameras on the ships captured images of the alien vessels, gigantic, sleek, and armed with unknown weaponry, but all unaware of the invisible fleet moving around them. "Remember," Dr. Kwan reminded her team, "this is only the beginning. We are not attacking yet. We are showing that we exist, and that we can strike when we choose." The first sign of humanity's secret power was subtle. A single stealth ship approached the largest alien vessel in the outer formation. It fired. A short-range precision EMP pulse, temporarily disrupting the alien ship's sensors. The pulse was barely noticeable, but to the aliens it was a ghostly anomaly they could not explain. Inside the alien fleet, panic spread. Commanders attempted to recalibrate sensors and identify the source of the interference, but their systems failed. Something was wrong. The humans were moving in ways the aliens could not predict. Their stealth, intelligence, and precision were unmatched. Humanity's hidden fleets were now fully operational. Ships silently moved into strategic positions, ready to strike critical points in the alien formation. The world below remained unaware of the full scale of the secret awakening. Only a few top military and political leaders knew the magnitude of what had just been unleashed. Dr. Kwan activated the communication console. "This is humanity speaking. We do not seek war, yet we are prepared. Any attack on our planet will be met with calculated response. We have secrets you cannot comprehend, and we will use them to protect our world." The message pulsed through space, detected by alien sensors. For the first time, the aliens seemed cautious. Their movements slowed. They had expected fear, disorganization, and surrender. Instead, they encountered intelligence, planning, and unseen power. Back on Earth, cities braced for what could come next. Yet for the first time, hope replaced despair. Humanity had risen from the shadow of panic. Their secret had awakened. They had shown the galaxy that, though outnumbered, they were not helpless. As night fell, the alien fleet remained in orbit, silent but alert. Sensors continued scanning, but human stealth ships had disappeared from detection. Humanity had proven, on critical fact, the galaxy had underestimated Earth. Dr. Kwan watched the star-filled sky and whispered almost to herself, "They have seen the surface, but they have not seen the depths. They have counted our numbers, but not our will. And soon, the galaxy will learn that humanity is not a species to be cornered." A faint pulse of light from one of the stealth ships shimmered in the darkness. It was a signal, a warning that humanity had awakened. The secret fleet, the hidden weapons, and the carefully prepared strategies were now ready to defend the planet. And somewhere in the vast formation of 786 alien warships, uncertainty crept into the alien commanders' calculations. Humanity had broken their assumption. Humanity had a secret, and the galaxy would soon see the full extent of Earth's power. The stage was set. The shadows of warships still loomed over Earth, but now the humans below had awakened their secret, and the first move had been made. The galaxy was about to witness a shock it would never forget. The world held its breath. After days of watching the 786 alien warships hover silently above, humanity had awakened its secret. The stealth fleet, orbital weapons, and hidden AI systems had moved into position without the aliens noticing. Now, The moment had come for humanity's first strike, a strike designed to shock the galaxy and change the course of the invasion. Deep within the underground command center, Dr. Emilia Kwan watched the live feeds, her hands steady despite the weight of the moment. "Remember," she said to the officers around her, "this is not reckless attack. This is precision. Every pulse, every movement, every shot must hit exactly where it counts. One mistake and billions could die." The first stealth ships silently approached the perimeter of the alien formation. Their engines hummed softly, shielded from detection. On Earth's surface, orbital railguns and energy cannons powered up, waiting for the signal. Satellites above relayed data in real time, confirming the alien fleet's positions and weak points. Dr. Kwan gave the order: engage, execute, Phase 1. At that instant, the night sky above Earth lit up in a series of invisible flashes. The stealth ships struck simultaneously. Small, precise EMP pulses disabled key systems on several of the alien warships. Sensors flickered, shields wavered. Communications went offline. For the first time, the aliens reacted with confusion. Commanders barked orders, attempting to recalibrate and restore their systems. But the attacks were unpredictable, coordinated, and devastatingly precise. Humanity had studied the fleet, learned its patterns, and now exploited every flaw. On Earth, millions of citizens watched the sky, seeing only faint ripples of energy and subtle flashes. Few realized the scale of what was happening above. One by one, the hidden fleets moved, striking key nodes in the alien formation. A massive alien cruiser in orbit above the Pacific shuddered as an energy pulse tore through its systems. Its shields collapsed for mere seconds, enough for human drones to slip inside and transmit critical sabotage data. Another warship, near the Indian Ocean, began rotating erratically after a stealth ship interfered with its propulsion system. Chaos spread. Quickly, inside the alien command ship, panic became visible. Officers shouted over one another, issuing conflicting orders. Sensors reported anomalies they could not trace. The humans, they realized, were not only fighting, they were thinking ahead. Every strike, every movement was calculated to cripple, confuse, and dominate. Back on Earth, governments watched in awe. Humanity's fleets, though smaller in number, moved with an intelligence the aliens could not anticipate. Satellites captured the subtle dance of stealth ships, orbital weapons, and drones. Every strike was a message. Humanity was not weak. Humanity would fight back. The first strike escalated. Energy cannons fired from hidden orbital stations, targeting alien weapon systems with surgical precision. Massive EMP pulses cascaded through the alien formation, temporarily disabling cruisers and carriers. Alien ships attempted retaliation, firing blindly at empty skies, but human stealth technology and evasive maneuvers kept Earth's forces safe. Dr. Kwan watched the main display. "Phase 1 complete," she said. "Assess damage, prepare for Phase 2. We cannot stop now." On the alien command ship, alarms blared. Commanders were forced to adapt rapidly, but every adjustment was anticipated by human AI. The more they tried to regain control, the more vulnerable they became. The humans had turned observation into weaponry. Across the globe, news feeds carried the first public reports of the strike. Governments carefully described it as a defensive maneuver against unidentified threats. But the truth was far more astounding. Humanity had struck first against a fleet they could not see completely, using technology the galaxy had never imagined. The aliens realized something critical. Earth was not a simple planet. Its people were not helpless. The humans had strategy, intelligence, and power beyond expectation. And now, the first strike had shown it. For a moment, the galaxy could have stopped watching. Yet everyone who monitored the system, other civilizations, distant observers, even secret alien allies, sensed something extraordinary. Humanity, though outnumbered, had changed the battle before it had fully begun. The strike continued in waves. EMP pulses, stealth attacks, and orbital bombardments targeted strategic nodes in the alien fleet. Each wave exploited a weakness discovered. In Part 2, the alien sensors could not track multiple simultaneous disruptions across hundreds of kilometers. Humans had learned their enemy's rhythm, and then broke it completely. In one corner of the command center, a young officer whispered, "There." Panicking, Dr. Kwan nodded. "Yes, and this is only the beginning. They think their numbers matter. They do not understand that intelligence, strategy, and willpower can turn the tide. Humanity's secret has been revealed. Now, the galaxy will see why Earth cannot be conquered easily." Night fell across the planet, but the skies remained active. Alien ships tried to reorganize, but the humans had already struck again and again, crippling command centers, disabling weapons, and sabotaging mobility. 786 warships were powerful, but disorganized. They became vulnerable, and that vulnerability had been exposed by human ingenuity and patience. By the time the first strike ended, several of the alien vessels were drifting without power. Sensors detected multiple systems offline. For the first time, the aliens hesitated. They realized they had miscalculated. Humanity, though small, was dangerous beyond imagination. On Earth, leaders exchanged grim but hopeful glances. Humanity had survived the first day under the shadow of the alien fleet. More than survival. They had fought back, and the galaxy, observing silently, would never forget the moment when humans showed they were capable of turning fear into victory. Dr. Kwan leaned back in her chair, exhausted but satisfied. "We have begun," she said softly. "The first strike has shown the truth. Humanity does not bow, does not surrender, and does not yield. We are ready for what comes next, and the aliens, they are learning that lesson the hard way." And somewhere, deep within the alien command, uncertainty and fear began to take root. Humanity's first strike had shattered assumptions. The galaxy had witnessed a shock it would not soon forget. The aftermath of humanity's first strike rippled across the galaxy. The alien fleet, once perfectly disciplined and imposing, was now in disarray. Systems malfunctioned, ships drifted, and panic whispered through their command structures. 786 warships, the largest force Earth had ever faced, were suddenly vulnerable. Inside the alien command ship, chaos reigned. Officers shouted over alarms, struggling to re-establish order. Sensors flickered, shields wavered, and automated systems acted unpredictably. For the first time, the aliens realized humans were not a predictable prey. They were a threat. Meanwhile, humanity's hidden fleets moved with deadly precision. Stealth ships darted between disabled cruisers, striking systems before the aliens could recover. Orbital railguns and AI-controlled drones attacked weak points identified during previous reconnaissance. Every move was synchronized, exploiting confusion and disarray. "Status report," demanded General Kurov from the main command center. "All systems operational, sir," a young officer replied. "Stealth fleets are in position. Enemy ships are panicking and disorganized. Their formation is breaking down." Dr. Emilia Kwan studied the live feed from the orbital drones. "They are fleeing their own mistakes," she murmured. "The moment they lost coordination, everything changed. And now we can control the battlefield." Humanity had learned from the first strike. They understood that overwhelming numbers could be neutralized with superior strategy, intelligence, and technology. The aliens, powerful as they were, lacked the ability to adapt to unexpected invisible forces, striking at critical points simultaneously. Across the galaxy, other civilizations monitoring the system began whispering. No one had seen such precision. and daring from a species previously considered primitive. Humans had turned the tide in hours, despite being outnumbered hundreds of times over. On Earth, cities remained on high alert. Citizens watched the skies with a mix of fear and awe. For the first time, humanity was not hiding. They were actively controlling the chaos above. News outlets carefully reported on the conflict, avoiding panic, but the truth was clear. Earth's defenders were winning. Stealth ships struck again. This time, they targeted alien communication hubs. Long-range data pulses scrambled signals across multiple warships, leaving some vessels isolated, drifting without direction. The aliens tried to regroup, but every maneuver was anticipated. Humanity's AI systems tracked every response, adapting faster than the aliens could calculate. In the alien command, frustration boiled over. "How can they do this?" shouted a commander. "They are few, their numbers are insignificant." But the truth was undeniable. Humanity's few were stronger than the many because they knew the battlefield, had hidden technology, and fought with intelligence and willpower. Every destroyed system, every disrupted formation, fueled fear among the alien ranks. Chaos spread like wildfire through the fleet. Back on Earth, Dr. Kwan activated another wave of orbital strikes. Energy pulses tore through crippled ships, ensuring they could not recover. Meanwhile, stealth ships infiltrated the inner perimeter of the alien formation, sending live data to human command centers. Each pulse, each strike, increased alien panic and forced them to react irrationally. Amid the chaos, the humans discovered a pattern in the alien fleet's movements. "They are trying to flee," said Alex Romero, analyzing live data, "but they are trapped by their own formation. Every movement they make creates new weak points. We can predict their next moves." Dr. Kwan nodded. "Then we finish the cycle. We strike at the heart while they fight shadows." The humans executed the next phase flawlessly. Stealth fleets sabotaged propulsion systems, orbital weapons disabled shields, and AI drones transmitted false signals, making alien ships fire upon each other. The once mighty fleet was now a web of confusion and vulnerability. On Earth, world leaders realized the true scope of the battle. Humanity had not only survived, they were dictating the terms of engagement. Panic among humans had been replaced by determination, courage, and unity. For the first time in recorded history, the entire planet was fighting as one, using strategy and intelligence to match raw alien power. In space, the alien fleet attempted desperate maneuvers. Some ships tried to break formation to escape, while others regrouped around key vessels. But each action was met with calculated resistance. Humans had learned their weaknesses, predicted their choices, and were one step ahead at every turn. Chaos among the stars reached its peak when a massive alien battleship collided with a disabled cruiser, causing a chain reaction. Explosions and energy pulses echoed through the void, visible, even from Earth, as streaks of light across the sky. For the aliens, it was a nightmare. They had underestimated humans, and the consequences were catastrophic. Dr. Kwan watched the feed silently, letting the destruction unfold. They thought numbers were enough. They thought fear would control us. They did not count on courage, strategy, or innovation. Humanity has turned chaos into victory, and yet the battle was not over. The aliens still numbered hundreds of ships, and their technology was dangerous. But humanity had proven one critical truth. Even the largest fleets could be broken by precision, intelligence, and willpower. The stage was set for the next move. Humans now had the upper hand, not in numbers, but in control, strategy, and surprise. The galaxy was watching. The alien fleet, once a symbol of fear, was now a warning. Humanity was a species to be feared. Night fell across Earth. Above, the stars sparkled, punctuated by the chaos of alien warships. Humanity had unleashed its first wave of decisive action, and the galaxy had never seen anything like it. The aliens, scattered and fearful, had no choice but to face the humans' next move or be destroyed completely. Dr. Kwan turned to the command officers. "Prepare the next strike. The chaos we've caused is only the beginning. We will finish this with precision, and the galaxy will never forget Earth's name." The humans had awakened fully, the aliens were panicking, and the battle for the galaxy had truly begun. The chaos among the alien warships had reached a tipping point. Hundreds of their ships were crippled, systems failing, and the once perfect formation was now fractured beyond recognition. Humanity's stealth fleets and orbital strikes had proven their power, but the ultimate weapon was still hidden, reserved for the moment when victory could be secured with a single decisive move. Deep beneath Earth's surface, in a facility unknown to even most of humanity's top leaders, the hidden weapon lay dormant for centuries. A massive warship, larger and more advanced than any alien vessel, had been buried to protect it from enemies and the galaxy itself. Its technology was unlike anything the aliens had seen. Energy shields that could withstand the fiercest weapons, propulsion systems capable of moving faster than light, and weapons designed to target multiple enemies with surgical precision. Dr. Amelia Kwan entered the control chamber, flanked by top military officers. Her expression was calm but focused. "It's time," she said. "We've weakened them. We've tested their responses. Now we show the galaxy what humanity can truly unleash." Inside the hidden warship, systems roared to life. Lights blinked. Across consoles, AI interfaces activated, and energy flowed through channels designed for unimaginable power. Every subsystem was checked, calibrated, and synchronized. The weapon, dormant for centuries, was now ready to awaken. Outside, stealth ships positioned themselves around the largest alien warships, creating diversions and isolating critical targets. Orbital railguns and drones continued their assault, keeping the aliens off balance. Every move was carefully timed for maximum effect. Finally, the hidden warship rose from its underground chamber, piercing the sky with a gleam of black and silver. It activated its cloaking systems, remaining invisible to alien sensors as it ascended. As it broke through the atmosphere, satellites recorded unprecedented energy signatures, so powerful they momentarily blinded surveillance instruments. Dr. Kwan monitored the live feeds. "Initiate the first strike sequence," she commanded. The hidden weapon unleashed its devastating power. Energy beams lanced through space, targeting the crippled alien warships. Shields melted under the concentrated attacks. Propulsion systems overloaded. Entire cruisers erupted in blinding explosions, scattering debris across orbit. The aliens had never encountered anything like it. Their fleet, once a symbol of dominance, was now falling apart piece by piece. Alien commanders scrambled. Orders were shouted, weapons fired, but every attempt to retaliate failed. The hidden warship's technology anticipated every response, neutralizing attacks with speed and precision the aliens could not match. On Earth, scientists and military officers watched in awe. "This is beyond imagination," said a young officer. "They don't stand a chance." Dr. Kwan nodded. "We've hidden this for centuries, waiting for the day it was needed, and that day has come. Humanity's strength is not in numbers, it's in ingenuity, courage, and foresight." The hidden warship struck again, moving silently between alien vessels. Energy beams, guided missiles, and AI-controlled drones coordinated perfectly. One after another, alien ships fell, their systems destroyed or disabled. The fleet was being annihilated, not by brute force alone, but by strategy, intelligence, and overwhelming technology. Panic consumed the remaining alien ships. They attempted to flee, but human forces anticipated escape vectors. Stealth ships intercepted. Orbital Weapons targeted propulsion systems, and the hidden warship delivered crushing blows. The galaxy watched silently. Observers from distant civilizations recorded every moment. Never had such a display of calculated power and strategic genius been seen. Humanity had become a force no one could ignore. Inside the alien command ship, officers realized their miscalculation. They had assumed humans were weak, unpredictable, and disorganized. Instead, humans had exploited every weakness, turned chaos into opportunity, and unleashed a weapon that could destroy fleets in moments. By the end of the first hour, dozens of alien warships were drifting lifelessly, their lights extinguished. The remaining vessels hesitated, fearful of the unseen humans who had now revealed their full potential. Humanity had done the impossible. They had turned the tide of a battle that seemed hopeless from the start. Dr. Kwan turned to the council, her eyes reflecting both exhaustion and triumph. "This is only the beginning," she said. "We've shown them our strength. We've shown the galaxy that Earth cannot be conquered. The hidden weapon has awakened, and with it, humanity's power will echo across the stars. And somewhere, deep in the remnants of the alien fleet, commanders whispered in disbelief, 'Earth is not what we thought. Humanity is far more dangerous than we imagined.' The hidden weapon had unleashed humanity's fury, and the galaxy would never forget the day the humans revealed their true strength. The final battle for control of the stars was near. But for now, humanity stood victorious, unbowed and unstoppable. The dust of battle still hung in orbit around Earth. Fires flickered across crippled alien warships, drifting like broken stars. The 786 alien vessels that had once surrounded the planet were now fractured, some destroyed, others adrift and powerless. Humanity had struck with precision, courage, and intelligence, but the galaxy had yet to realize the full scale of the revelation. Deep within Earth's command centers, Dr. Emilia Kwan and the leaders of humanity watched the aftermath unfold. Screens displayed the remaining alien fleet, confused and hesitant. Every surviving alien ship was cautious, its commanders unsure of what humanity might do next. The humans had not merely defended Earth, they had shattered the illusion of alien invincibility. General Kurov turned to Dr. Kwan. "We've won, for now, but the galaxy will respond. They'll send fleets to test us again." Dr. Kwan shook her head, her eyes calm but determined. "Let them come. They will find that we are not the same species they underestimated. Humanity has awakened. Our strategy, our technology, our willpower. These are weapons they cannot calculate." The hidden warship, humanity's ultimate secret, hovered silently above the planet, its systems ready for further action. Stealth ships and drones moved strategically, securing positions and collecting data from the remnants of the alien fleet. Humanity had demonstrated not just strength, but mastery over its enemies. Across the galaxy, observers from distant civilizations recorded the battle in disbelief. Word spread quickly. Earth was no longer a minor defenseless planet. Humanity had faced 786 alien warships and emerged victorious through strategy, cunning, and technology the galaxy had never imagined. In the remnants of the alien command structure, uncertainty and fear prevailed. The surviving warships retreated, sending messages of confusion and surrender to distant colonies. The aliens had underestimated humans, an error that would haunt their species for generations. On Earth, cities slowly returned to normal. The population, unaware of the full scale of the battle, celebrated the resilience and bravery of humanity. Yet even as celebrations began, the leaders knew the war might not be over. The galaxy was vast, and threats remained. But humanity's victory had set a precedent. Earth was not to be taken lightly. Dr. Kwan addressed the world through a secure broadcast. "We faced an unprecedented threat, but we did not falter. humanity showed courage, intelligence, and ingenuity. We have defended our planet and revealed our strength. Let the galaxy remember, humanity is not a species to fear, nor a species to underestimate. The hidden warship ascended silently into orbit, a reminder to all. Humanity's secrets were vast, their potential limitless. Plans for future defense were already underway. Every nation contributed knowledge, every scientist added insight, and every soldier prepared for the battles that might come. Some alien colonies sent emissaries seeking negotiation, while others watched silently, unwilling to risk confrontation. Across the stars, rumors spread. Earth's humans had fought back in ways no one expected. Their ingenuity, courage, and hidden technology had rewritten the rules of interstellar warfare. In secret, Dr. Kwan and her team continued to study alien technology, integrating what they could without revealing the full power of humanity's hidden fleet. Plans for expansion, exploration, and preparation for future threats were underway. Humanity had not only defended Earth, they had shocked the entire galaxy. As night fell across Earth, the skies were calm once more. But beneath the surface, the humans who had fought, studied, and planned prepared for what was to come. For the galaxy had learned a lesson it would never forget. Never underestimate humanity. The story of the 786 alien warships had ended, but the legend of Earth's power, courage, and ingenuity had only just begun. Humanity had survived, fought, and shocked the galaxy. And from that day forward, no species in the stars would ever see Earth the same way again.